how to close a sale on any prospect that is closable. And here's the deal. I want to start with this. In sales, you need to find out when you're finding your customer if they are closable or not. I did a podcast, episode number 7, on finding more traffic and customers. The next step of that is closing the sale. So when you learn how to find people, that's great. But if you find a bunch of people and you're not closing the sale, that's harder. And one of the coolest things is using the internet and video. We can actually close sales over video, over live video. And so what I wanted to do is give you a little insight into that process. When somebody is a prospect, and I get this, what a lot of people need to figure out is how to actually find prospects, how to find new customers. That's not what this video is about. This is if you have a potential customer, somebody who's reaching out to you, they've said they have interest in your product, now you need to close them. That's your responsibility. First off, find out if they are even the right person, if they are a closable prospect. If what you're selling is not of interest to them, like let's say you're selling hair care to a bald person, that's not going to be your target customer. So let's just throw those out the window. A lot of people, I would rather look for more no's than yeses and weed through that. Find out who is the most qualified. So the first part of that is finding your most qualified customer. And we talk about that in episode number 7 of my podcast. So go listen to that. But for somebody who is closable, your job now is to impart vision and certainty in what you're selling, in you, in your product. If you're part of a larger company and you're selling your company, if you're solo, like let's say somebody like myself, I don't have a big company, but I work with a number of big companies. For myself, I'm selling you on me and I'm the company that I'm selling you on. So that kind of goes into that. If it's a bigger company, selling them on the company, how long they've been doing stuff. And what it is you have to have people, they have to be certain that buying from you, being your customer, is going to change their life, is going to transform the current situation that they're in into where they want to be. And as the salesperson, walking them through that process, showing them, helping them experience what it would be like to buy your product, taking it for a test drive and even a mental test drive. And we can do that with the words that we say. I talked about this in my podcast, episode number 2. And I broke down this whole process for you. So you start with, once you know that they're the right customer, you are showing them and helping them experience what it would be like to be your customer and imparting that vision and certainty in your product or service that they will get exactly what you promised them, and B, what they want after becoming your customer. If somebody does not feel like they are going to get 100% of exactly what they want on the other side of buying from you, they will not buy from you. So your job in closing a sale is increasing the level of certainty to 100%. Usually a prospect is probably about a 10 to 20%. When they're talking to you, well, if they're the right customer, they're like, okay, let me see if this guy's legit. And that's really what people want to know. Is this person who is selling me a product or service a scam? Are they legit? And are they going to steal my money? Or am I going to get exactly what they promised? Are they lying to me, or are they being truthful? And here's the deal. If you are being authentic and truthful and have ethics and morals attached to this process, you won't struggle with sales. Because if we're selling something with the vision and the idea of helping and serving people, serving their needs and what they want, we're helping them get their result through sales, through the process of buying from you. And that is your place where you're coming from, not from a place of I need to close a sale to pay my bills, not the money problem, or not worrying that they don't have the money to buy from you. If that's your thought and all you're thinking about, you will not be able to help or serve anybody or impart vision, certainty, or help them experience it. And if all you're thinking about is, how can I close this deal? You're going to fail at this. But the way that you can get 90, 100% closing ratios on the phone, on video, on recordings, is making sure that the content, the words coming out of your mouth, help them, imparting vision, imparting certainty, and helping them experience what it is like to be your customer. Let's say you're going to a dealership, a car dealership. When you sit in the car, you are experiencing what it is like to own that car. When you go to buy a cell phone, you're experiencing it. Now let's break it down to TV commercials. When there's a TV commercial, say for Coca-Cola, whether it's true or not, even though it's probably going to give you indigestion earlier, they are showing you and imparting vision and an experience of somebody having a happy life that is drinking a Coke. For an app, let's say, there's a car buying app or something, they're showing the experience of what it's like. So if you can show people the experience, help them experience it on every step of the process, answer their questions, and then bring it back around to increasing certainty in you, your product, and your company. And if you're just somebody on your own, you and your company are the same thing. Or if you're in a network marketing company, you definitely want to talk about the company and how long they've been around and their legitimacy. But if you can help people see themselves using your product, experience it in their mind's eye, have certainty that your product, your service, and what you're offering will help them reach their goals, if they are a closable prospect, they will always buy from you at the end. I'm not talking about people that your product is not right for them, okay? I'm talking about weeding out the people that are not right. Stop trying to convince no's that it's not the right product for them, that your product is. Find another product for those people. Because it shows, if you're trying to convince somebody that it's not the product for them, that your product is, it shows that you actually do not care about helping or serving them. And so if your goal is to help somebody reach their goals, reach what they are trying to accomplish as your number one focus in sales, not the sale, not the money, the overflow of helping, the overflow of serving, the overflow of helping your fellow man reach their goals and their potential is there. And here's the other deal. If you're afraid of selling, you're afraid of asking somebody for the money, think about it this way. What if them buying your product was the thing that they needed to get to the next place in their life, and they were never going to possibly get to that place until they bought that product from you? Now you have a responsibility in sales to help somebody reach their goals. And if you make that your focus, helping and serving, and then from there you trickle down from helping and serving, my writing is just terrible right now, trickle down to imparting vision that your product or service buying from you will help and serve them, certainty that it will do exactly what you say and more, and they are 100% certain about that, and you're helping them experience what it would be like before they ever even buy from you. They will be able to do that. That's why we have free trials. That's why there are advertisements. That's what a video ad is. That's what a commercial is imparting vision, certainty, and helping people experience what it would be like to buy the product before they ever do. And if you do this and bring them from this 10 to 20 to 100%, they'll buy from you. And here's the deal. If somebody's at maybe a 50%, all that means is they have questions. They have questions and ideas. And I love whoever is asking the questions is in control of the conversation. But when you give people the opportunity to then feel like they are in control of the conversation, asking, it sounds like you have some questions for me. So if I can help you to be 100% completely satisfied with the answers that I give you, would you be ready to buy this product? And if the answer to that is yes, or even maybe, it shows that you can help them get to 100%. And so then your job becomes, how do I answer their questions to get them from 50 to 100%? And that's what I talked about in episode 7 of my podcast. I broke down this whole system. So this is more than just a 10-minute training. I had to stop it here. But if you want to learn more about this process of moving somebody along that and increasing them from 0 to 100% certainty in your product, go listen to episode number 2 of the Grow Your Life podcast, and I think it's going to help you. Have a good one, everybody.